Carsten Höller is a Belgian-born artist who's known for his interactive installations. Höller is educated as a scientist, specifically a biologist. He did not go to school for art. However, he did start making work in the 80s as a way to bridge the gap between his ideas and scientific methods. He did end up fully transitioning from scientist to artist in the early 90s. And his education and career have greatly influenced his work in a way that he is very interested in the human experience. This interest in the human experience is evident in some of his earlier works that include Flying Machine, which is a machine created to hoist a participant into the air, as well as a giant psycho tank, which invites participants to float in a sensory deprivation pool. Participation is very central to Höller's work. His work is considered part of the postmodern art theory, relational aesthetics, a term coined by the creator and critic Nicolas Bérard. Relational aesthetics is defined by artwork that values human exchange and social interaction over object-based art. Höller is most well known for his slide installations, which have been exhibited in many spaces such as the New Museum, the Tate, and the slide at ArcelorMittal Orbit in London. According to Höller, it's impossible to go down a slide without smiling. However, the goal of these slides is beyond creating a fun and playful experience. There's also an element of disorientation that happens that's heightened by the clinical aesthetic. These slides allow participants to not only engage in play and let go, but they also force the body to transport. In 2011, the artist exhibited a comprehensive collection of his works at the New Museum in New York. It is made up of multiple floors. This exposition includes a slide that spanned 3 stories, a carousel, a deprivation tank. The retrospective focused on movement and experience. There were some harsh critiques of this collection, such as the long lines, waivers, and there was also a need to capture credit card information just in case. There was also critique on the survey's place and time. Another example of how social events and timing affect work can be seen with Höller's double club experiment. In this work, Höller attempts to create a side-by-side experience of 2 cultures, one being Western culture and the other being Congolese. This is inspired by a trip Höller took to Congo where he fell in love with the culture. This club was open for 6 months in 2008 and funded by Prada. In the club, we see 2 rooms split into parts, one side being Western, the other side a reflection of Congolese culture. Like the New Museum exhibition, while Double Club was open, Congo experienced a refugee crisis as a result of the ongoing war in Congo. After this rendition of Double Club, there would be 2 more pop-up experiences in collaboration with Prada that went by the same name, one of which was during the Miami Art Basel for 3 days in 2017. This pop-up contrasted 2 different spaces, one bright and neon and outdoors, while the other black and white and indoors. This version of Double Club was meant to represent Caribbean culture and Western culture. The most recent pop-up in Los Angeles, that was on March 7th and 8th of this year, where Höller and Prada again teamed up, at this time with Luna Luna, which is a carnival of art that's been revived by rapper Drake. But this time the space was made up of carnival rides and featured performances by celebrities such as Travis Scott, Lil Wayne, and many more. These pop-ups are Höller's attempt at blending art, fashion, and music.